Hello everybody, welcome back to FTL Advanced Cabin Edition. Last episode we lost a lot of missiles, got shot at us, which we couldn't handle. Now it's time to look for something else. The question is what? What starts off with a scrap recovery arm? That's pretty powerful, but... weapon, it's a burst laser. Yeah, 2 shots. Looks even better. Can I power up everything from the start? No. Alright, I'll take something a little bit easier. Right, so we want... I suppose we'll decide on heavy laser or mini beam when we actually do start doing things. Continue. Seeing that we can't hit shields and weapons at the same time with a beam, we'll just keep the heavy laser on. Well, that was an unfortunate miss. That wasn't, but didn't do damage. Alright, that's gonna take them a while. Okay, now he's trying... Nope. Thought he was gonna try and run for it, but apparently there's only 2 people on board that ship. Okay, let's see how much it is to get that other weapon. 35. Okay. Flak and 2 shots. I don't know if it's 2 shot. They always look so weird. I think I'm better off at the mini beam here. Should be able to hit 3 or 4 rooms, right? There we go. Just barely, though. 4 fuel isn't bad. 7 scrap power. 4 missiles as well. Not like I'm gonna using any missiles, but sure. 4 fuel is pretty great, to be honest with you. Sure. Probably want our heavy laser back. As long as our bomb doesn't hit our shields, we should be safe. Hit an empty room instead. Much better. Alright, so I'm assuming he's gonna try and run. Could get the beam back up because I know that will miss, but I don't think it matters too much, as you just saw. Alright, could get shields up, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea, although the mini beam could help out tremendously as well. So that's what we'll be doing. Gonna need a lot of power to get everything up to where we want it to, but offensively we're pretty solid. Whoa, how much damage do you do? Horrifying beam focus does no physical damage. Incinerates organic material dealing heavy damage to a single crew member. 60. Can you pierce shields actually? Shield piercing 5. Yes, it does. So if, in theory, if we come across a ship that can't hurt us at all. Keep our guns powered down. We can do business. I mean, he's probably got a bomb hidden under there because I highly believe they just got a pipe beam or something. Let's see what we can do here. Is this one of those ships that can't do me harm? Well, the problem is I don't know if this thing is capable of something. Yeah, okay. Alright, so if you just hurt the weapons quite heavily and then depower all this junk, we can get the biofocus up. And we know there's probably dudes in there. Even though you can't really be sure of things unless you go check out that room right there. There's a lot of dudes here. Alright, well, after this shot we'll go back to our normal weapons. Can't allow us to get hit now, can we? We'll try to do some more damage to the weapons and just be off of the... Alright, off. Biofocus on. Everybody being pretty quick on those repairs. We'll have to fire this in quite often, but as long as we keep hitting them. We only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more shots. Done with that. Well, this run just got a lot longer. Okay. No. Now we have a breach as well that we can work with. I mean, he only needs one more shot to be dead, so that's great too. Again, he offered 4 fuel and that wouldn't be bad, but we still got plenty right now, so it's not too bad of a situation. Might get lucky here and do some damage with... Nah, he's gonna be there in time to fix the breach. But we'll definitely be able to kill this dude. And clear out the entire station. Strange weapon. Don't know if I'm gonna keep it though. After reassuring himself that the hostile crew has been eliminated, your salvage team finds a usable repair run on board the station. You got 1 hull point and 8 scrap. Not really the gigantic reward I was hoping for there. Anyway. Next up, shields. An armed transport vessel broadcasts subspace ads throughout the system. Now fleet approaches, so make sure your last deal, blah blah blah. Ignore the ship. Because I don't think I got any augments. Nope. So I can't do piracy. Quick check. See if you got augments. If you have them, you can do piracy no matter what ship you're playing with. Okay, so... I'm assuming we'll try the same thing again. I think you're an anti-drone drone. Enemy anti-combat drone, yeah. Wait, you don't have that other weapon online? Huh. Either this is genius or incredibly stupid. Truth be told, I can't be sure which one it is right about now. But it doesn't look like he's gonna be firing another weapon in anytime soon, which means if I just use the anti-biofocus beam, we should be more than okay here. Huh. Talk about being stupid. Oh well. It's his choice in life, not mine. And we get to deliver a pristine ship to whoever wants it. No more life signs remaining on the ship. Crew discovered the ship was carrying some trade goods. Cool. Alright, probably sell those off at some point. Controlled by a rebel AI. Once again, if you don't get hit on shields, we should be fine here. Alright, that should stop him from blowing himself up, and also from ever firing at me again. Cool, everything in the red. That's where you should be. That final moments where you know it's all over, and all you can do is panic. Alright, well we might be able to get our shields leveled up as well here, and that would mean we really had a decent sector. Ha! It's been a while since I saw you. Usually because you don't really... Well, mostly because the slug ships do not longer come with a biobeam anymore, so... Find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station, you hail them, what's wrong? Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spider. You instruct them to drop their shields. There wasn't really a use for it, but whatever. And you were able to kill the creature without damaging the station. The monsters just started bursting into flames as we watched. What a terrifying weapon. Here, take this for your help. 8 scrap. But we got a decent amount of fuel out of it. So that's probably not going to be a problem anytime soon, which is also nice to know. 1 scrap short for shields though. Contamination is something I'd rather stay away from. Because I don't trust the clone bay in those either. Probably for a good reason. What can we upgrade anyway? Nothing. The thing being a Federation ship, we have something, but... Human crewmen is excited about the arrival of the Lanius. They're cool. So the gigantic discussion on... oh crap, and they got missile launchers too, that's always... I just say I'm not a big fan of that. The ion pulse might get rid of their... took off the mini beam, which is fine. You move over to here for now. Okay, I just got the burst laser now, that's not as great. Gonna wait for the next those to pop in. Alright. Now, would it be possible to kill them the way I'm thinking about killing them? I'm gonna fire now because I don't trust my weapons not going offline. See? Ah! Yes! Suck on that, FTL. I beat you to it. Probably gonna get punished in some other way pretty darn quickly now. Okay, but everything's ready, so we could actually leave. Alright, 26 scrap. And there goes the missile launcher weapons again. They're just a thing that you can't avoid anymore. Like, 3 out of 4 ships are gonna have missile launchers just to spite you, or am I really missing something here? Either way, it's gotta go down. That one missed. That took off the missile launcher. That one missed as well. That didn't take up the oxygen as I wanted it to. We'll fire at oxygen again soon. Alright. And that breached. So let's see if we can now use the biofocus again. They have no NGs, and that's a good thing. Especially if I can make it so they can't fix that breach anymore. They probably won't be able to do it because their oxygen is down. But they losing health means I only have to hit them once with the biofocus beam. which is great. Oh, he left. He's having none of it anymore. Too bad he can't fix his own oxygen supply. Alright, now we can get those shields up. Not all the way up to where I wanted to, but still pretty good distance to it. Anyway, as I was saying, been a big discussion on scene forums on is this a minefield? Let's get out of here. Yeah, on which character is the best board, and obviously it went down between Rock, Mantis, Lanius, and Crystal. As always, I told him it's depending on the situation, but a lot of people still went for Crystals. I don't really know why. I mean, they were great before AE came out, but can we get into some combat here, please? But ever since, oh, great. Ever since AE came out, and enemies, as you can see here, start off in the rooms they wish to man, they seem less good, because you can't really board a room, lock it down before anyone gets in it. Bit of a shame, but yeah, that's how I see things at this point. They're both NG, so repairing their stuff probably isn't going to last too long, but I still going to try and get the focus beam to do the dirty work here. Simply just makes sense, you know. If you take some damage, you take some damage. It's simple as that. Come on. There we go. Let's give them another shot from our weapons. Alright, that breach is gonna be helpful. He's still gonna repair it pretty quickly, but I know you're in weapons now, so I can basically move you to the side. Ah, what square were we on? Ah, no, I took the shields off. And why the hell did I get hit by that asteroid? Was that a shield piercing asteroid? I'm confused now. I still need to find a shop as well. Sure. Now what do we need? What do we want? Sure, we won't be using the biofocus then, unless it's a ship that actually can't hurt us. In the ship graveyard, you find one ship that seems relatively untouched. On board, you find an unconscious passenger. That means we have someone to... yeah, I'll put you on shields. It's probably worth it more than sensors. Okay, let's see, mind control. Well, it's good to have you on board. First thing you do is try and destroy shit. We'll be fine, I think. Just one shield layer isn't that hard to deal with, shall we say. Strong mind control from the start. Didn't really expected that yet. Don't hear a fire, so I think we're good on that front. Yeah, sound static shows that 9 and 10 ship commanders would never accept surrender from an automated AI station, but you do not want to be part of the brainless masses. we're pretty early on, so system scan wouldn't be the absolute worst. Getting an AI avatar wouldn't be evil either. So yeah. Cool. XK82, welcome on board. Man those sensors. Right here we'll sell off the thingamajig that we got. There seems to be no one trading in goods here. Only ship equipment is available. While looking at the gear, we see a bunch of pirates' goons heading for their ship. What do you guys want? Intruders, apparently. Oh, and I get to casually shop before I decide to deal with those boarders. Yeah, let's not do that. We have a clone bay. We'll keep that in mind. We'll send you to door. We'll send you to doors because we can still vent that one room if we so choose to. We'll get you in here, we'll get you in here, we'll get you in here. And this should be winnable, right? Who's my NG fighting anyway? Do I even have an NG? No, I don't even have an NG. What the hell? You're being almost dead, but you should hopefully get some backup from the Rockman. Yeah, okay. Cool. Now we can shop. Drone manufacturer, shield, charge something. Basic chemicals we'll keep because we couldn't have sold them here because of reasons unbeknownst. Well, it said at the splash screen, at the first screen, but I wonder why they decided to go with that now. Guess we don't want anything here then. Means we'll bank our scrap and continue our voyage. We're safe here, right? Time to zap some NGs. What's the button again for auto? Just no. I need to. You shouldn't be auto firing now, but yes. Okay, good. So I know it's controlled again. For some reason, I just forgot about that. All right. Nice and easy. Another ship without a scratch, just floating into space. Although without a scratch, I can't really say that already. Yep, this is the life. Just sitting back, doing nothing. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship while salvaging the cruise ship was carrying some trade goods. Alright. We got a lot of chemicals. We could start our own meth lab if we wanted to. Probably would be pretty lucrative. Alright, same thing again, other than now we're facing borders as well. So we'll set this to auto fire. And we'll then have a look at how we're going to be dealing with some borders here. That killed him. Well, at least you got a clone bay. Are you going to send someone else over? No, you're just going to move. Now you're just being annoying. Delaying the inevitable. Well, we'll get some repair skills then. That's gonna be pretty much it. Bam! That ship has been emptied of hostiles. You search it, eventually find a prisoner, officer, junior crew. Hello, you can be sensors, and I'm gonna put you indoors because you're way too close to an airlock, and I would still like to be able to vent that room without losing power to the doors. Makes sense if you don't think about it too hard. Alright, there we go. 25% evasion. Not bad. Yeah, sure. Definitely won't run out of fuel anytime soon here. If I jump here, then it'll be here, and I won't be able to sell off acid hazard. No, thank you. Still won't be able to sell off any of the trade goods, so we're just skip on buying with 25 scrap. We probably wouldn't have been able to buy anything anyway. So let's continue. You come across a freighter of NG refugees. It's unclear if they flee from the rebels or the Mantis invaders, but their ship is seriously damaged and they seriously need help. Well, we were a pretty big douchebag on the previous run, so I don't feel too bad about not getting anything there. This, however, is pretty darn awful. And I think it's pretty easy to see why. 2 missile launchers. I can't hit the weapon straight away, and I got PDS incoming. This is gonna hurt pretty badly. Both missiles missed. I am genuinely surprised by that. Couldn't last forever. Oh well. Well, there's 1 missile launcher gone. I got a pretty good eye on how the... Oh my god, what the hell, man. I'm thinking about just leaving here. But I'll see about what's happening with the PDS. 55, 55. The chances of actually getting our reward are still pretty slow, even if we do manage to kill the ship. Yeah, that's not helping. Let's get out of here. Yeah, sell some chemicals. Drones, drones, drones. They don't get repair skills from repairing breaches. There's probably a reason for it. Well, if we go here, we can sell off the other chemicals. Sell off the chemicals. We'll buy... Ooh, firebomb's good. Burst scatter 3 power for 4 shots. Wouldn't be the worst. Neither with that firebomb, though. How much is a focus beam sell for anyway? 25. Did we sell off the... Yeah, we sold the chemicals already. Is there any way... No, there's no way we'll be able to get back here. So I could sell heavy laser. Use that to... Use that to buy a burst laser 3, but what's the charge time? To 11, 9, 12? We'd add at least 4 seconds to in between barrages that I can do. suppose I should end up replacing the heavy laser with it. It'll be a while before we could use it, but I don't want to get rid of the biofocus just yet. How much for another weapon? 50. Well, in the meantime, we can go with one of those. And that might still be fine as well. We're waiting for... Oh great, they're already hacking shields. That sucks. And again, it's going to be pretty pointless in a little while. Alright, let's wait for that thing to strike, and then we'll fire. Okay, that was good. So, with them trying to run, it's probably not the best idea to try and kill the crew of this mighty vessel. That and their hull is pretty low as is, so... Yeah, I know there's no reason to wait for the burst to be ready before firing the beam, but hey. 5 missiles is not that bad, but still. We have no real use for missiles. Goodbye. 2 more scrap and we can get our burst laser and... We need 2 weapons upgrades, right? Still, that's gonna be pretty awesome. Probably should have waited before doing that jump, but we're safe here anyway. Which we'll just wait it out here. Good. Shields are back. This should work. Right, what are we getting? Huh. I don't know if it's one of those beam ion weapons that do system damage. I'd rather not find out though. And I don't have to now. There's one that's willing to blow himself up again. Really? If you give me like a split second more, he would have been dead. But no. We get boarders that are not afraid of having no oxygen. Alright, well, you two are healthy and you are healthy, so you'll be going in there. Only 2 of them. So that caused a breach as well, huh? That seems highly unfair, but sure, I'll deal with it. Okay, you still don't have a room assigned? That seems wrong. There we go. Right. Well, 1 weapon upgrade wouldn't bring me that far. Let's see, we've got a few jumps on us. If I jump to here, they'll be here. I'll jump here. Wait, ugh. Why do I always get confused with this? If I jump here, then they'll be here, right? So that means if I then jump to here, then they'll be here, and I'll jump here, and they'll be here. So that means I should actually be able to go here and then loop around like that. Hopefully. Sure. Hear them out. Not going to be getting a super shield, but I might get a new weapon or Zoltan crew member out of it. So, at least we have that going for us. So, okay, they'll be boring me. Like that was unexpected. Right, target their weapons, I would say. Maybe get the focus beam out. maybe. It's gonna be difficult though with that medbay being a bit of a problem. Come on, I can hit both of these, right? Come on. We did it before. Nah, screw it. Now here's where things get interesting. Would it be possible to kill off the crew if I could get that burst laser 1 and biofocus up? For now, yes. Later on, probably not. Anyway. Abandoned sector. Man, you humans should really start being a little bit more interesting. That's a big missile launcher. When you arrive at the beacon, you discover what must have been remnants of a large battle. Blah blah blah. Attack the ship. Probably get hit by one missile launcher, but after that we might be able to get that biofocus beam warmed up again. Wow, we didn't even take the missile launcher offline. That's horrible. Well, it's gotta be even worse for them to have their option to fire their missile launcher and then still not do anything with it. Biofocus, right. We won't kill him with one shot. And is that missile launcher still online? That can't be right. Can it? Yeah, it is. What the hell? That is weird. Really, really weird. I don't think that should be the case. Anyway. It's gonna make it a bit harder to kill that crew member, but we'll try. So is the missile launcher online? Is it offline? Took 8 damage in this fight, which isn't good, but 8 hull damage straight up. But we got 43 scrap, which isn't too bad. Anyway, let's see what we get here. I'm hoping for a weapon, but I fear to get a Zoltan. Attempt to hail. Fire cluster bomb. Not really what I was looking for, but scrap's nice. At least we have that. Mind control and artillery weapons. Oh yeah, we. Uh-oh. Ooh, the artillery hit before their ion did, and the pulsar. So we got lucky there. Bit unlucky that our shields are now down, but they don't. How much health do these dudes have left? 100 and 100. No. By the time our weapons come back online, it probably will be. Well, they probably will have escaped by then. Looking at things. No, because their thing is ionized now. Okay, burst and bio. Let's not bio. Burst and mini beam. He's probably going to be able to destroy those. Let's get that done. Please don't ionize my weapons again. No, And whoosh, done. Okay, store where we will buy cloaking, and if they don't have cloaking, we'll upgrade our weapons twice. They do not have cloaking. The anti-ship battery is a fun thing, though. Let's get our weapon upgrades first. There we go. Leaving us with a grand total of 50 scrap. Anti-ship battery is fun and would mean we have a use for our missiles. We got one spare power from our clone bay as well, so we don't really need to invest anything else. Alright. If we now come across a particularly annoying ship, we have fire support. Socialize your crew, sure. If you can be considered its parent. You're a bit too old to rely on your parents now, don't you? Okay, what are you hacking? Shields. Makes sense. Would have done the same with that setup. No, I probably would have gone for piloting. Because then I could shoot this one, hit shields, and then that one would pierce set shields. You decided to try something different. I hope it works out for you. I wouldn't hold too much hope out for it, though. Still, what is wrong with my weaponry? Well, we took the artillery out. Come. Nope. Fun as it may be, I need that scrap, yo. Bro. For sure. Remind me to never do that again. Cool. We got time. I think. Suppose. I hope. We'll see. Stress signal from this system is coming from a slug vessel. Attack slugs are beg for assistance as land is tearing to their hull plating. Sure. Seems to be either two basic lasers in a swarm. Nope. I completely missed that one. Alright, well, we'll need someone to take over from our pilot because he's busy tearing his own ship apart. Probably get hit by a swarm or two, depending on how well this goes. I'm not holding out too much hope for it going extremely well, but you never know. There we go. Cut up their evasion a slight bit. You are done. Might as well wait for the burst 3. And then we'll tear this apart. Alright, good. Slugs, blah blah blah. I fled the system, blah blah blah. Alright, next up, we'll probably try to get some missile defense in. Once again, looking at cloaking, of course. Hacking would be great too. There's metal bastards, blah 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 blah. Intruders on board. You go here, you go here, and then you go in here. Can't heal ya, but that shouldn't be a problem. Send you back in here to offer assistance to that dude. Because you can, and you should, and we should be able to win all of these, right? There we go. All my crew is at the edge of dying, but hey. An image of some weak and hungry humans come onto your screen, and there we go again. Come on, people. And I don't even get anything for this. Starting to get annoying, you know? Just slightly starting to get really annoying. Clone base active, but they'll probably kill everyone in this room as well. We killed one of them. Sure, why don't you go in as well? Go have some fun. There you go. Alright, now we can vent because we got actually someone on doors. It's not really venting too good, is it? Alright, why don't you move over here, then we'll save ourselves some damage. Why don't you vent any faster? Vent faster now. Still a lot of people that need to be cloned. Oh my god, why can't you just vent quicker? We got a lot of system power on our weapons, so this could... Oh, there's a door right here. Wow, okay. Well, feel free to yell at me for that one. You know, is it just me, or does it seem more and more and more and more often than not that borders have those gel suits? Because this isn't normal. I mean, yeah, there's no ship, so in theory they couldn't have augments. Then again, there are dummy weapons that you can't see. And those exist. I don't know. I think the enemy gets gel suits more often than not. Well, there are only a few people in the world that can prove me wrong. So I'm assuming they'll be happy to do it as well. Anyway. Doesn't seem like we're in a triple burst launcher. Okay. There I was thinking for once we'd be safe. No. Not a single shot that misses? Oh. Okay. Well, there go sensors. Could try to buy a focus beam now, actually. Well, there's no real point of keeping the mini beam up. I'll keep the burst laser up so you can get some more skill on the gunner seat, though. Might be something you'd be into. Did you just walk straight through the wall? If we can kill him before he gets the burst MK2 back on the line, we'd be in a good spot. Okay, we need him to have 2 shots as well. Come on, fire! Damn it. Saying, man, I don't know why I have difficulties getting those pixel lasers targeted. There you go. Cool. Got a good amount of stuff out of that one. Yeah, I think we'll be heading over to that exit now. I'm not gonna go to that store. Hope's End or Circle. There's probably more stores there, which is the only reason I'm going there. Escape the fleet into hyperspace, la-di-da. You arrived at NG space. Cool. So how far in are we now? Sector 6? Yeah, no, Sector 5. Huh. So then we're still doing A-okay, I would say. Right, well, but that's gonna be it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the episode, series, let's play, whatever you want to call it. Feel free to support, commenting, liking, and or subbing, you know that by now. And I'll be seeing you guys on next episode. Bye, everyone.